My name is Jakira Goncalves. I am 22 years old and I own Kira Photography LLC. I am currently attending Bridgewater State University. I major in psychology and digital media, and my plan after I graduate is to expand my studio. I do things really quick in life, so I feel like I've just always been so motivated to just do everything and try to be like perfect all my life. But it does have its con too. It makes you overthink and you just, you're trying to do everything fast. Sometimes you gotta slow down and just really appreciate like things for what it is. When it comes to psychology, honestly, it was like one of the things I was interested very young. In middle school, I was just thinking about the things I like, and psychology and photography were the two things that I was slightly interested in doing, because you have to start thinking about your career choices. I always just like taking pictures like on my phone, and I do want to connect psychology and digital media together and do kind of like art therapy. I do want to go to art school and like have a big building where the first floor is like a clinic. Kids can come and like do arts, and then potentially if you want to get like a studio space upstairs to do your own creative arts. I feel like art was a good way for me to be like my own mental health therapist. Like it was good like therapy and like relaxing. I was working like a regular grocery store job, and I just saved up a good amount of money and I bought myself like a Nikon that was like $700, and I just really wanted to have like a digital camera and potentially start taking clients and portraits, because I was just really stressed about how I was gonna make it out into the world as like a young adult and like have my own independency. So yeah, I started photos when I was 17, and from then I just been experiencing into different fields with it. I just invested in myself. When I started out my business, I'm still working 2 jobs, and my other job was funding, my creative arts. So now that my creative arts can fund itself, that's a good standing, but still want to grow my business, still very early on in the stages. But, as like my 17-year-old self would be like, wow, like just to make like $2 off of pictures was like something like so amazing to me back then. So to have this opportunity has been really amazing. I feel like the biggest challenge I face is just sometimes to be patient, especially someone that like moves so quick. I feel like sometimes I get in like an overthinking state where I'm just like, I need to do this and that, and like I just overwhelm myself. But it's good to take a step back and really write everything down, especially for business goals. Like, you have bigger goals, but you need to break them down and just like do those things first, one by one. Sometimes I'm just like, things get really overwhelming in business, and then there's so much you have to do by yourself too. Like when you have your own like LLC and you're trying to manage it, like it's like new worlds that are opening up, and you need to like be very careful in these steps so you don't get screwed over. I feel very relieved. Like it like calms me down. Like I could be having like a stressful day and like be feeling sick, and if I come here and I just start shooting and talking to my clients, I just like forget about like everything that's going on and just focus on my work. And I just love it, and I love the experience and the people I meet, and yeah, it's a really great time. When people see my work, I hope they see a dedicated, creative person, and I hope that they see all the effort and all the creative ideas that I'm putting out there. And I really hope that people see that, you just gotta keep going and strive for more. Like, really don't give up. Like a lot of people will give me feedback and say like, you've grown so much in the past years, and there's been so many stops and points where you feel like you want to just end everything and just, stop doing this or like move to something else. We're so young. Yeah, like receive motivation from my work and strive to create.